Hey, I'm Jim,
I'm Hollywood.
and this is
The
Smoked Debrief. All right, today, Monsieur Hollywood, we have a Drew Estate Liga Privada 10-year Anniversario.
Now, This cigar, I got to tell you, looks like it's going to be the best cigar I ever smoked in my life. It is
Are you
beautifully
liking
dark.
it? It's a Drew Estate, and you're liking it?
It's I don't dislike the Privadas.
Yeah. Well, this one is a limited edition.
This probably costs what, $25 to $30?
I fucking don't know. I can't
Probably
remember.
something ridiculous.
Yeah, I got it from Havana Fields in Greensboro.
Yeah,
which we need to trip up there, dude. We have not been up there together.
Yeah, we need to fit it into our. We don't have a busy schedule at all.
Yeah, this one was released in 2018 to mark the 10th anniversary of the Liga Privada brand.
All right, then. The band is beautiful. It's very sophisticated. I like everything about how this cigar looks, and you know I'm not a fanboy.
I know. Well, this one is a Vitola Toro 6x52. The wrapper is an exclusive Connecticut Cirolo grown in the Connecticut River Valley. The binder is a Mexican San Andreas Otapan Negro Ultima Corte. The filler is Nicaraguan and Pennsylvania Green River One Sucker tobaccos. You know, anything that's called Green River One Sucker, I want in my mouth. The production was extremely limited, only 10,000 cigars, 1,000 boxes in the initial release. The price is around $17.90 a stick.
Well, all right.
So let's fire this bad boy up.
Let's fire this up.
There's your lighter, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Draws much better than that CAO.
There's something romantic and sexy about a closed foot cigar.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
It's like it's special. It's like,
I don't know what it is, but there's just something
until you light it.
Romantic about it.
Yeah, I don't think it picked me up, but it's like it's closed, and you shall not see the end of this until you have litten it. Is that word, litten? Lit.
Great draw. Great draw. This is one of those cigars that if it doesn't smoke great, I'm just going to be sad.
All right. I like it, dude.
So far, so great.
Wow.
Did you buy a box of these?
No, just two. I didn't know, before I met you, I would have bought a box before I smoked them. But now It's like I'm going to try these out. If they're good, then I will see if I can get a box of them. But, they only made 10,000 boxes or 1,000
boxes. What's very interesting profile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, it's an interesting blend, San Andreas, Connecticut. I mean, that's an interesting variety of tobacco to put into the cigar, which really is making the profile kind of all over the place in a very interesting way.
Well, we were talking a while back about the media and then, like, you know, Trump, they won't release the Epstein files because supposedly there are no Epstein files or list, whatever, which we all know is bullshit.
Exactly.
Why would somebody make that up? And now all of a sudden, you know, you ran on, you were going to release it, and you're not. So Trump's a coward in that respect.
100%. There's some bullshit going on. Political bullshit.
And now this one is
now
going
to... Bondi has no credibility.
No, not at all.
No credibility whatsoever.
The Epstein list is on my desk.
I'm just like...
Off of that subject.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't be off of that subject.
Well, I'm still on it, because what I'm getting ready to bring up is fucking Trump. I guess the guy from Brazil didn't grab his dick the right way or something, so Trump is going to put a 50% tariff on Brazil. So that's going to hurt.
The duly elected guy, right?
As far as I know, I don't know anything about the election, and honestly, I probably know more than Trump does about it. But
when he
it's
does
going to
shit
hurt
like this. It makes the good shit he does just like, so what? He's like everybody else.
Yeah. And I know, you know, I understand the stuff that he's been doing, but normally, you know, when there were tariffs, they didn't put tariffs on coffee and tea. That was just, you know, a general understanding.
Right.
Well, he's, you know, when you have somebody in charge that's rich, and they don't really give a shit what something costs, they don't care about the little guy and what it costs them.
See, and this is the problem. I mean, we all hate politicians. We do. We hate the backdoor bullshit and all that kind of stuff. But this is what happens when you have someone that's the president and they're so anti-politics, because then they're all over the place.
Yeah.
They don't worry about what the repercussions are going to be down the road.
It's all about the win.
Yeah.
It's all about the win. There is no compromise. No. And for business, I totally understand that. But for the country, he needs to learn to compromise. It's all about his ego. You got to stroke his ego. And maybe who's the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio? Yeah, maybe he should go to these other countries and say, look, just stroke his ego a little bit and everything will be fine. Just stroke his ego. And
you know, I don't like politicians are afraid to make any kind of decision. They're afraid to say anything for fear that it's not going to work out.
Yeah, and they won't get reelected. Well, Trump doesn't have that problem because he's not going to get reelected again.
He doesn't have that problem, and that's also part of the problem.
Oh, no, wait. He's going to be king.
King Trump.
Yeah.
See, that's part of the problem. The part of the problem of just doing whatever the fuck you want, you're not worried about the repercussions. Politicians are always worried about the repercussions. So Trump just does whatever, and then later on, if it doesn't work out, it's like, oh, well, I'm pissed off about Ukraine and Russia, and I'm pissed off about Israel and Gaza, Hamas. Stop saying there's going to be a ceasefire. Yeah. Just fucking do it.
Do it.
And when it's over,
and say, have you noticed there's a ceasefire?
You know, after it's been in effect for like 30 days and there's no problems, then you say, okay, 30 days ago we initiated a ceasefire and it's been working.
Can you imagine when
It's like dating, and you know you're just trying to impress your girlfriend or your boyfriend, so you say whatever you think they want to hear, and then when it doesn't work out or that's not who you are, then you're like, oh well, I'm sorry. It doesn't cut it.
Can you? I mean, imagine. Yeah, this is going to be Trump bashing. So I'm sorry. Would I vote for him again? You fucking ain't right. I would, because the alternative was fucking worse. So yes, I would vote for his ass
But
again.
we're not blindly following along.
No, I can be critical of the motherfucker.
because he deserves it. You know,
when he was dating Melania, he was, they're out to dinner. I have a huge penis, huge, bigly, and she fell for it. When the motherfucker lasted 15 seconds, and that was with help.
I don't know what just happened there, but
that's what he did to us as far as the Epstein files.
Oh, thank you.
The CIA stuff.
Now you've closed it. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? What does Ilana and fucking Trump boning have to do with what's going on right now?
Makes all these.
Okay, now I understand.
Makes all these promises, goes on Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'm going to release the Kennedy information. Okay, I don't think they did release it, but it was like, what, 99.9% redacted?
Redacted.
And his excuse for on Joe Rogan was he didn't do it the first time because there were people still living that would be hurt. Who gives a fuck? Are they going to be hurt because they did something illegal? They had a president assassinated
70 years ago.
Yeah. Jesus.
70 years ago.
If they are living now, they're not going to be living much longer.
Let them have a couple of years of embarrassment. Yeah, you're exactly right.
They should pay for what they did.
Trump is the king of bait and switch.
Yes.
He is the king of bait and switch.
He's that old guy in the insurance commercial with the dollar on the fish hook. Oh, almost got it, didn't you? Almost had it. We need that. What's that comedian that does that thing? You sure about that?
I don't know.
You sure about that? He's in a new movie with Paul Rudd I think it's called Friendship. But every time I hear Trump talking about the ceasefire, Ukraine,
well,
bullshit.
I'm like,
we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Maybe he needs that guy right next to him because I don't regret voting for the man because I truly think he loves America, but he loves himself more.
Absolutely.
It's all about the deal. It's all about the deal. Well, have you noticed?
And you guys out there that think there were these right-wing radicals, we're not. The difference between physical conservatives and liberals is we can say our people are fucked up and doing a shitty, horrible job. And you guys just can't. And that's why we're so annoyed. You can't look and say, Joe Biden was not mentally capable of being the president in the last year of his presidency.
They're still having the hearings from the people who were his assistants in the White House. And the last one, I just read that about it this morning. The last one was one of his aides, and she claimed, I do not recall to most of the questions. How convenient. Well, let's throw your ass in jail for 30 days. Let's see how well you recall after that. Why don't they give Congress, these people who don't even reply to subpoenas and all this other shit, throw their ass in jail.
What is so wrong about saying our guy's fucked up? Because we can say it. I mean, what's so wrong about admitting that they're all fucked up?
Yeah, admit it. You fuck Bernie Sanders with Hillary, then you fuck him again with Joe Biden. Joe Biden was out. He was done until South Carolina because the fix was in.
But maybe that they did that so they could keep Bernie out.
Oh yeah, they didn't want Bernie because
Bernie had a chance. Bernie might have been able to beat Trump.
I think he would have had a chance.
It would have been
more than Hillary.
Yeah,
more than Hillary.
Or Kamala.
Nobody wants that bitch. Even her own people don't want that bitch in office.
And if we are not able to look at them and say, you know what, they see things differently. They believe it in their heart.
I will make an effort to seek common ground before I call him a libtard.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay. I'll give it a shot, buddy.
You know, that's all I'm asking. But it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that not a single one of them could say, President Biden is having issues. He can't run for presidency. He should step down. I mean,
let's wait till the debate. Somebody said that. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's at least wait till after the debate.
Well, that is when I realized
And then
that
who do they have? Kamala.
when Trump and Hillary and who was the other? Was it Barack Obama? They had
Obama's got his hand in all that.
They had
shit.
that debate, and Hillary was yelling at Trump, saying, "Well, you don't pay taxes," and he goes, "It's because I'm smart. I use the laws
that you
have created for your donors. I use those same laws. If you don't like what I'm doing, change the tax laws."
Yeah.
Okay.
He nailed her on that.
That
one.
was some truth that they didn't even know how to deal with that.
Yeah, that was his moment
and
too.
That was Trump's moment.
He won.
He told the truth. He didn't try to worm his way around it. He said, "You're right. I don't, because that's the law."
Yeah. And then what did they try to do right at the last minute? Like when Bush 2 was running, the October surprise is what they got, where he had done cocaine or something.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that.
Hand me the lighter.
Was he having sex with underage girls?
No. Was he doing cocaine in the White House?
I don't think so. He hadn't gotten into the White House yet. But now, his daddy was president. He might have it sometime. But whatever. I don't really, unless he's like a coke fiend at that time when he's running for office, then I would have an issue with it. But this double standard of like, oh, George Bush did cocaine. Well, look at your boy, Bill Clinton. Isn't he a sexual predator, a sex offender?
In Turn's vagina.
He raped an underage girl, but when he was governor.
Accused.
I think it was proven, but they settled out of court. I don't know. Who cares? It's all water under the bridge.
All you're trying to say is there's a double standard.
Mm-hmm. It is. And
it's okay that he did it because he's our guy. But if your guy did it.
Oh, no, we can't have that. Call a spade a spade. Just, be equal about it.
Okay. This is a super interesting smoke. Its flavor is all over the place. Would you agree with that? Or are you getting a constant?
Oh, no, I agree. Well, I mean, with the combination of the binders and fillers it has, I'm not surprised.
It's almost like smoking one of Drew's flavored cigars.
I wouldn't go that far.
I said almost.
Yeah.
This is not your normal cigar. I would definitely smoke this again.
Yes.
Just to see if it smoked the same the next time. Such an interesting smoke, man.
I will have to see.
I normally don't like smokes that are all over the place, but this is so interesting.
Who do you think is going to run when Trump goes?
Maybe Marco Rubio.
Marco Rubio?
Maybe.
Okay.
Who's the vice president right now?
J.D. Vance.
I think J.D. is just a little too much. I think he's a little too hard.
Yeah.
I think he's a little too unrelenting. I think Marco Rubio would be a great choice. He's done a really good job.
Well, it's going to be J.D. Vance running.
He hasn't been a lunatic. Maybe it'll be Vance and Rubio.
Yeah. What I would like is a fair shot for all of them. And not like
I feel like
the machine get behind just one of them.
I feel like we need a pseudo politician next time.
Yeah. Well, that's what we thought we were getting with Trump.
Yeah,
Because he wasn't a politician; he was a businessman.
but
He
he
bought
but he has no
politicians.
politician in him at all,
No,
and I think that's a problem.
it's all ego.
Who are the Democrats going to get? Gavin Newsom?
Oh God. Have you Sean Ryan did a interviewed him and gave him a California compliant pistol from six. You know how Sean Ryan gives them pistols at the beginning of the show? He gave fucking Gavin Newsom a California compliant SIG P365X.
And he took it?
And he took it. And then he said, he's sitting like this. I'm not against guns. I just want common sense. Gun control.
I don't think he said it like that.
I think he did. Because if there is any living example of a privileged white male, it is fucking Gavin Newsom.
Isn't he Pelosi's grandnephew or something?
It would not surprise me. This motherfucker.
Is Gavin Newsom related to Nancy Pelosi?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.
Newsom's aunt was married to Ron Pelosi, the brother-in-law of the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi.
Former Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
That's an old hag that should just be put out to pasture too.
Well, I mean,
these people should not should not be
70.
elected.
70.
Yeah, there
See
should
ya.
be a cutoff.
For the guys on the right, too. What was that? Mitch McConnell. See ya.
Yeah.
You're a lunatic.
You short circuit on live TV, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You're out. Sorry. And what about Dianne Feinstein? Her people were voting for her. She wasn't the one voting. It was her people doing it for her.
And Maxine.
Yeah. Oh, that. Angry hag.
But what's her name? Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's batshit crazy.
Another lunatic.
Yes.
It's like
she's.
there should be some kind of test.
Yeah.
Some kind of psychological evaluation.
What about Stacey Abrams? How much money did she get from that aid organization or whatever? Like, didn't she get like $1 billion or something?
I don't know for sure, but she got some.
That's
money
a fucking crook. You know what?
But that's the whole thing. They're all freaking crooks.
Yeah. There was a show on Showtime called Billions. And it was about these tech guys, these tech giants and everything.
Was it a fiction
series? Yeah.
Was it? Did it have what's his name in it? The short little actor. That was in Sideways.
Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he plays the DA.
I thought he was.
Yeah, plays the New York DA. Well, the one character who owns the tech billionaire in his office building where all of his employees are and everything, they've got all these pictures of inspirational people, and every fucking scene, Stacey Abrams' picture is back behind everybody on the fucking wall. Like, what the fuck is this bitch done?
Like they're moving it around?
It's like they purposely do an angle where you can see that picture. That's Showtime, though. Showtime is freaking woke libtard for days. Sorry, I'm gonna take that back. Okay. They're woke. Okay. Woke.
We're gonna put a jar. We're gonna put a jar here on this table.
Okay, I'll put a quarter in every time.
And you'll put $1 in it every time. And at the end of the year, we'll have a smoke debrief party. We'll invite all of our listeners to a party.
Okay.
And we'll have a party for you.
All right, sounds good. I'll do that. So it's annoying as hell. Because what has she done? She hasn't done jack shit. Except what the evidence shows is she's extorted money out of the government for her personal benefit. Lock this bitch up. Lock them all up. Every damn one of them. I don't care if they have an R, a D, an I after their name, whatever. Lock their ass up. If there's a punishment, maybe people won't do that shit.
Right?
It's just ridiculous. And Elon Musk and Trump need to get the hell over themselves. This is such bullshit.
I don't know if maybe that's just bullshit. That maybe they're just doing that just for fun. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. It's probably not. They probably really are mad at each other.
Elon is.
What did Elon think was going to happen working with Trump?
Yeah.
How can you be an intelligent person and not know that Trump's a lunatic?
I don't really think he's a lunatic. I think
You know what I mean. He does ridiculous. He does ridiculous shit.
I think it's all ego because he thinks, you know, he can do this shit. He can be shocking. Okay, you remember Trump's October surprise when he was running was the grab him by the pussy. You know, when he's locker room talk.
You know that
Every locker room in the world.
Okay, every
guy stuff.
Heterosexual, athletic dude that has hung out with other dudes in a dude environment has said some shit like that.
They've said crude shit like that.
Then, but when Trump got called out on it, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I've never,
I would never talk like that.
I would never say
That's some
pussy."
bullshit.
I'm like, you really think we're going to believe this? Really?
Yeah,
That's so ridiculous. I mean, it's just the ridiculousness of it can't even be fathomed. It's so ridiculous.
and you go to the women's locker room, and I guarantee you they're talking the same kind of shit about guys. Maybe not as much, but they're still in the
Maybe
conversation.
not as crude.
Yeah, it's still in the conversation. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah. To me, she is as ridiculous as all the ridiculous left people.
Yeah.
She is just whoever elected her, I'm worried about those folks.
It's the opposite people that elected Stacey Abrams.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. She didn't get elected. She lost.
I'm not a crook.
Alleged.
I'm not
Alleged crook.
Okay, this is a great smoke, and I don't know why.
I think it's a well-made cigar.
It really is. What's it, the Liga Privada 10-year anniversary? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Amazing. Man, I'm getting ready to go on my world tour, bro.
Beaufort.
No, I mean next week.
Oh, that's right.
DC, Hillsdale, Michigan, Atlanta, Shelby, North Carolina,
Damn, dude.
New Berlin, Virginia, Tampa.
Why don't you, can you not schedule it to where you're leaving DC and you hit Virginia and handle that shit and then you get down to Atlanta?
No, I cannot.
What's all that for? American Legion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boys Nation, junior shooting, and then I go to Atlanta for Student Veterans of America. And then I got to go to Texas because my mom's going to be alone, and because my brother and his wife are going to Greece, so I've got to go to Texas for a week or so.
That's cool.
And then not really take care of her, just look after,
Yeah.
make sure she's all right where she's staying. And then Shelby, North Carolina for a couple of days, and then New Berlin, Virginia. I can't believe you can't go with us, man, on the motorcycle ride. That is so. I'm sad about that.
I would love to go.
I know you would.
I think it'll be an adventure.
No, I know you would, buddy.
When is that? When does the ride start?
I think we're going to get the Jeep.
We need at least 2 weeks
Okay.
because we've got to work on it. I want to film that stuff
Okay.
while we're doing it.
Okay.
And we have to have it. We got to get it to Durham and have it lettered up.
Have you heard from that guy?
On. Yes. He hasn't sent me anything yet, but
Okay.
he told me, he said, I haven't forgot you. I'm on it.
It's all good.
Yeah. So that'll be, I'm excited. I'm excited to film it because I think it's going to be neat because I have absolutely no idea what we're doing, but I know what we're doing, but I don't know how we're going to get it on there, but it's going to happen and it's going to be beautiful because the key is getting the stuff on there without damaging anything so it can be removed afterwards and leave it
That is
better than we found it.
That is the key.
It can be done. And it's more of a ask for forgiveness than permission, if you follow me, because a little bit of bed cover paint, truck bed paint, whatever, covers up a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not sweating it. We need to get the racks and everything though.
Oh, yeah. I'll order those this week. Had to wait for Big Panda to get back. So when I spend money, he's not losing his mind.
I'm excited about that. I wonder if we could get Tom to come and
We
film.
will. We will.
Okay.
And to help you.
Because we could set up, here and could get it done. That'd be kind of interesting.
So my camera that we shoot, the Sony C70,
Yes.
the cable that it uses to go out to a monitor.
Yeah, it's
To
a
go out
micro to HDMI.
You constantly have to pull that HDMI cable out and put it back in.
Really?
Because it wobbles.
Oh, the camera wobbles or the cable?
The cable, because the HDMI connection, it's not it doesn't grab it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It should. There's little tangs in there that should, but it doesn't.
But it's still, you're moving the camera around. You're picking the camera up.
Yeah.
It wasn't HDMI is not made for that.
There are some HDMI cables that have like a 15-pound pull force. Like you can take the HDMI and hold the piece of equipment up.
Really?
With it. That's a large HDMI, it's regular.
Yeah, but the one that goes into the camera is a mini.
Yeah. What you need is that adapter I got where the HDMI, the plug that you're plugging in and out is in a different port and the other one stays in there all the time.
It should be freaking SDI, which is a BNC.
Yeah.
Which
But
twist
man,
locks.
Yes, but
and
man, look at how big that would have to be.
no,
You're going to have three cables.
every professional camera has SDI.
You need to get on board with the technology, bro. They have kits where you can make your own HDMI cables. I do not want to go down that rabbit hole.
I'm always on the set, and Nick will be at the monitor. He goes, "I don't have a picture." Fuck! And I say, HDMI. I've said it so much now that he gets it. He goes, he just says HDMI, and I'm like, fuck! And I'm over there jacking with it. Pictures back.
Yeah. I think you need to get one of those pieces I put on those. I believe it would solve it.
We'll have to look at it together.
Because you're not touching the one that's going into the camera.
When we finish today, we'll go out to I have the camera in the
Okay.
car. I'll go show you what I'm talking about.
Well, I got those little small rig off of Amazon, and
And
put
it
it on
locks
all
the
of them.
HDMI in.
yeah, you see where the actual where the cable that you're
Yep,
plugging in and
yep,
out
yep.
stays in the camera, and then it's got another port that's fastened to the rig on the camera, so it's sturdier.
But see, I have to add more shit to the camera then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
If
want to
it's
keep
SDI,
fucking with the
I don't.
HDMI? Or,
If it's SDI, I don't. Make a professional camera, for fuck's sake. I know. I hear you. I'm with you. Stop bitching and just fix it. I know. I'd rather bitch about it.
I can fix your problems, sir.
I'd rather bitch about it.
No, bitching about it's way more fun. This has been a good smoke.
It's been I'm going to say it's a great smoke. It's super interesting. I'm going to have to get one of these somewhere and smoke another one and see what it's like.
Well, while you're in Atlanta,
I'll call Manny.
I just got something that doesn't taste right.
Well, it tastes, like I said, I don't want to use the word strange because strange kind of sounds bad. So I'm just going to say interesting. And it doesn't stay lit easily.
No.
If you leave it unattended, if you don't draw on it often.
Yeah, it was drawing easy when I first lit it, but now when you get to the middle, it is a little harder.
Well, I'm excited about this new Restless Heart album.
I mean, 38 Special.
38 Special. Yeah.
Restless Heart.
Restless Heart is the country version.
Isn't that
38 Special?
What song did they sing? Didn't they sing Meet in the Middle?
No. Hey Siri, what is Restless Heart's big hit?
Here's an answer from healthline.com. and
Macrophilia.
Wikipedia.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What was the band Restless Heart's big hit?
Restless Heart was an American country music band founded in 1984 by John Dittrich, Paul Gregg, Dave Inish, Greg Jennings, and Larry.
The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight.
Yep.
And When She Cries topped the country music charts in 1992.
I'll still be loving you.
And also Big Dreams in a Small Town.
Don't remember that one.
Well, you're not really a big country fan.
What are you talking about? I grew up on country music.
You grew up on the real country music.
True story. When my dad left the mountains of North Carolina and he went to Tennessee.
Isn't that a song by Restless Heart?
I don't know.
Maybe Alan Jackson.
He was roommates with Mel Tillis for a couple of weeks.
What?
This was before he was big and famous, but it was because he stuttered, and everything. But it was pretty cool. That's all I
That's
was
cool.
told. But he knew like a lot of Flatt and Scruggs, all the bluegrass guys, the old school bluegrass.
Well,
folks.
I have
He
a
knew all them.
1966 Greyhound bus, right?
Uh-uh.
My uncle, after he got out of the military, had a bluegrass band.
Yeah.
They traveled all over the U.S. doing bluegrass. It's a 1966 Greyhound Buffalo.
Does it have the window,
the little
at
hump.
the top?
Not the scenic cruiser, but it has a little hump.
That's cool.
It's got a Range 15 wrap on it right now
Yeah.
because I drove it to Sundance for the Range 15 trailer premiere at Sundance, whenever that was.
Oh, that's cool.
2070. Driving back, I was 70 miles from Vegas, and it overheated and ruined the engine.
Man.
So I had
Was it a pusher? Was it a diesel pusher?
a diesel 2-cycle
Was it in the back or the front?
in the back.
Okay, so pusher.
And it's in the back the wrong direction.
Cummins?
Yes. No, maybe
You know that-
Detroit.
Detroit. Oh, that's the same thing as in the Humvee.
So it's in the back like this.
Yeah.
So the linkage has to spin the transmission.
Yeah.
So it's sitting in a guy's yard in Vegas needing a new engine. Only 16,000.
Huh. If you get it here, I know some people.
Do you know shit? Know
Could
some
have
people?
Cummins 12V in that bad boy. The old school. When the apocalypse happens, it'll run off of transformer oil.
I'll see if I can get it here. We'll park it right out there in the yard.
I bought Carrie and I found a scenic cruiser. It was a 19.
That's the big glass up top.
Well, this was an RV.
Oh,
But it was a diesel pusher, but it wouldn't run. They couldn't get it started. 36 footer.
This is a 38. This is a 38 footer.
It was in great shape. Onan generator up front worked.
This has got an Onan generator in it.
Everything worked, but it wouldn't turn over. So I went and looked at it. This guy down in Siler City has he used to sell RVs then, and he also financed them and stuff like that. Well, now he retired from all that, and you can look in his property, and up on this hill away from where his main office is, there's like 8 or 9 Airstreams, full-size Airstreams that he repoed back in the day and pulled them out there and left them, and nobody touches them. He said they pay me what I'm asking for them, and then they can go get it. He said, but until they pay me what I'm asking, they're going to sit out there. Well, he has Conway Twitty's tour bus on his lot, and he said Conway Twitty's son was touring Nashville with that bus. The bus broke down. He was the only place that could service it, so they had it towed to him, and he said Conway Twitty's son won't pay the bill, so it sits there until he comes and pays the bill. It's an old guy, super funny. But we got in there, and he's got Fantasia Barrino, the chick from American Idol, her tour bus. He's good friends with her father or something. It's still her tour bus, but they just parked it there. And it's it's an old Greyhound, but it's got the hump at the top of it that's all glass. Beautiful bus. Well, we got out there, and my buddy Tim that has the OK Salvage, he told me, he said, if it turns over at all, you get it, because we can fix the diesel. I was like, all right. Because I looked it up. It had a Cummins 12-valve 59B motor, which doesn't have all the electronic shit on it, which is what you want.
Yeah, this has no electronic shit.
Well, we got in there.
It's made out for like a tour bus.
Well, we got in there, and the guy who he had checking it didn't know that you could transfer the cabin batteries to the engine. Well, I got in there, and just because I worked on RVs before, I got in there and
you threw the switch.
I flipped the switch, and it turned over. So I was like, okay, we'll take it. And I got it for $7,500. Well, then I had to have it towed. So I had it towed to Tim's yard. He has a mechanic come and look at it. Well, this mechanic has to go out of town, and we don't see him. So it's set for probably a year. And then we had another mechanic, and we couldn't find all of the stuff that the original mechanic had took off of it. So it's set for another year or so. Well, Tim bought it from me. But I had such high hopes for that thing. And we found out that 59B Cummins engine is the most popular engine for the diesel guys. So replacement engine is like super expensive.
That's what it looks like. It was on, Bret Michaels had a show called Rock My RV.
Yeah.
You're familiar with that?
I know the show, yeah.
He did my bus.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They redid my bus before and painted it.
That could be a whole show, dude.
Dude, let me see if I can find a picture of my bus.
The Range 15 bus.
But it was on Rock My RV with Bret Michaels and my ex.
You should be able to find that episode. That was VH1, wasn't it?
It's funny. I had to pretend that I wasn't in the film business. When I saw an ad on Craigslist.
So they had really bad lighting, and you didn't want to say anything?
No, because they would have thought that I was too close to.
You know, we did. There's a guy who built. Michael Jackson was in England visiting the Queen, and she had a Range Rover that had been all customized and everything. And
Me and the Queen,
he rode in
Range
it.
Rover owners.
Yeah, he rode in it with her. And when he got back to California, he wanted an RV exactly like that. So there's a custom builder in Beverly Hills. Oh God, what is his name? I should have looked up his name before I started this. He does jets and limos and all kinds of
really?
stuff, and like the Mercedes Sprinter vans and stuff like that. Howard Becker. Howard Becker Designs in Beverly Hills. And I think I think it's the son now, but his father's the one that started it. And their most famous thing was they did the vehicle for Michael Jackson. And I mean, this stuff is like, they spare no expense. The stuff's beautiful. They fabricate stuff if they need to fabricate, all kinds of stuff. They did they do private jets for people. And Kingsdown Mattress Company. They're in Mebane. Uh-oh.
Can you see it?
Cool. Yeah.
That's it,
pretty
buddy.
Cool. That's pretty cool, Hollywood. But we went to Kingsdown Mattress Company, ordered a customized Mercedes Sprinter as an executive coach to go and pick their board of directors and stuff up from the airport and stuff, and then take them on little executive trips. And I had done, the vice president of Kingsdown was a client, and they got this van, and the satellite on it quit working. So they brought it to me, and we started going into it, and I ended up becoming the East Coast service place for Howard Becker Designs.
Really?
Yeah, so it was kind of cool, and we got to work on some really neat stuff. But it wasn't, they weren't sleeping in it. It had like just these really nice reclining chairs, and each one of them had its own little mobile desk that would pop up, and you had your Ethernet connections, and then there was a big TV in there where they could watch TV and stuff as they were driving. But the thing was just done in all leather and Alcantara. It was just beautiful. And that we worked on it, and I think they ended up, Kingsdown, the CEO got in some trouble or something. I can't remember what was going on. But they ended up, like, the van went away. Who knows why? But that was pretty cool. But Howard Becker Designs, they do some beautiful damn cars. It's just insane, the level of customization that they do. And so we had a relationship with them. But my client that worked for Kingsdown, the vice president, Pat Flippin. Pat, I know you smoke cigars, brother. He invented the coil spring that's wrapped in material. He's the one that invented that.
Really?
So, like, I think every old school mattress company used that. You know, now everybody's foam.
Right.
Those foam mattresses, the new shit, it sucks.
Right.
So if you want an old school that still uses the springs and the cloth cushion down fill, you're paying $8-9 grand for a mattress.
Right.
That shit's insane. But Pat was so cool. I think back in the day when we first started doing work for him, he raced 240Zs, old vintage 240Zs. Super nice guy.
You never know what we're going to talk about on the Smoked Debrief.
Not at all.
So we just finished off the Liga Privada 10-year Anniversario.
Yes.
I'm going to give it an 8, maybe a 9, because I definitely want to smoke it again. If you're looking for a super interesting smoke that really flavor profiles like nothing you've smoked before, I recommend giving the Liga Privada 10-year Anniversario a try if you can find it.
Yeah, give it a shot. $17, about $18 cigar. Give it a shot. I'm going to give it a 10 because I really enjoyed it. Really
I'm Hollywood
did.
Herd.
I'm Jim Young.
And this has been
The Smoked Debrief.